Are you having a hard time qualifying for a mortgage or just don't think that you'd be able to get one? Or maybe you're not qualifying for as much as you'd hope to be able to get the type of home that you want to be able to live in. In this video, I'm going to share the 3 pros and the 3 risks that can come along with bringing on a cosigner as a part of your mortgage loan. I am Jonathan Lerner with Vancouver Life Real Estate Group and eXp Realty, bringing you new real estate related videos each and every single week, highlighting both the city of Richmond and Vancouver, as well as just the basic necessities and understandings that you need to have about the real estate market and the things that can work in your favor or against so that you can make the best informed decision when it comes to your real estate decisions. First off, what is a cosigner? Well, essentially, they're going to be signing on the dotted line with you for the application of your mortgage loan. And essentially what they're saying is that they are promising to pay the mortgage if you fail to do so. Of course, this is going to come along with its benefits, but there's also going to be some risks that are going to come along with it as well, particularly for the cosigner. So it's very important that you understand both sides of it, whether you're borrowing or whether you're thinking about being a cosigner. I'm giving you the 3 quick and dirty pros and cons of having a cosigner on your mortgage application or being the cosigner on someone else's mortgage application. But if you have more questions about this, please talk to your mortgage professional, or if you don't have one, please reach out to me and I'll make an introduction for you. Pro number 1 of having a cosigner is if you have a low credit score, if you don't have much credit history at all, whether that's because you are younger or because you are new to the country, or you have a low debt to income ratio, meaning that your income is not very high compared to the amount of debt that you're hoping to be able to borrow, lenders are going to look at you not as highly. So having a cosigner come in basically brings in more potential revenue bottom line that you be able to utilize to be able to put towards a payment as needed. Pro number 2 is that when you have a cosigner with a strong credit score and strong income, or a strong debt to income ratio, meaning that they don't have much in terms of debts, you're really going to alleviate a lot of the lender's concerns, because now your cosigner is basically promising that if you don't make your payment, that they will step in and make the payments for you. Be aware of that if you are the cosigner, that if whoever it is that you're cosigning for defaults or that they're not able to make their payments, this is going to land on you, that you need to make those payments for them. Pro number 3, and this is not a guarantee, but by having a good candidate as your cosigner can actually potentially help you qualify and get a lower interest rate on your mortgage. Let's dive into the 3 cons or risks of having a cosigner as a part of your mortgage application, or the risk from the perspective of the cosigner themselves. Con number 1 is that your cosigner's name is going to go on title of your property. Their name is going on the mortgage application. Their name is also in there for borrowing the money. And so their name is going to go on the title of the property. So ultimately it comes down to what your situation is and whether that is a pro or whether that may be a con for you. Con number 2, and this is from the cosigner's perspective, is that by being a cosigner on the mortgage, this will count as a liability and a debt against you if you have any other future ambitions to be able to have a mortgage or be able to put some financing on a car, or you acquire credit of some kind. This debt, this liability will follow you until such time as you are no longer a cosigner on the property. Con number 3 from the cosigner's perspective is that if the primary borrower is late on a payment or they don't make a payment and they start to go into default, this is going to affect your credit. Super, super important. And the hard part is sometimes these documents are just sent to the primary borrower who is making the majority of the payments. And sometimes you don't get the documents or the paperwork or the emails to get updates on where the payments are as the cosigner. And so you may potentially not know what's happening. And sometimes maybe it's a son or a daughter and they're afraid to tell you that, hey, I missed a payment, or they completely forgot about it. Anytime that happens, this is also landing on your credit as a missed payment. So that is working against you for any future credit requirements that you might have. So if you're looking to borrow money, but you don't think you'd be able to qualify, or you haven't qualified for the amount that you want, definitely take a look and dive deeper and educate yourself on this aspect of adding a cosigner onto your loan application. Just know the majority of the time that this happens because it is such a liability for whoever the cosigner is, and that if you happen to default or be late on a payment, it really affects their credit. Typically, you see this most often just within families, whether it be a parent down to their kid is going to be the most often situation, but you may be able to get someone else in your social circle to be able to help cosign. But research it, find a little bit more about it, and then talk to your mortgage professional to see if it's the right thing for you. And again, if you need any sort of introduction or you don't know anyone on that side of things, please let me know, reach out, and I'll introduce you to some of our recommended lenders that we use. If you gained some value from this video, please make sure to like, to subscribe, and to click that bell to get notified of future videos as they come up. And then please share this video. Anyone that you know that might be having a hard time qualifying for a mortgage and they really want to make home ownership a part of their future, then please share this video with them. And if you need an introduction or if you have questions about your own situation, please go down below this video. There's the link there to book a 30-minute call with me, and let's have a chat and just see where things are at and see what might be a good next best step for you to be able to move forward towards that direction.